Well, the legitimacy of the 2024 elections is being threatened, this by the sale of South African identity documents, often to foreign nationals.
Home Affairs says syndicates are targeting drug addicts and other desperate people. Recently, a Pakistani national was bused for being part of one of those syndicates. Our reporter, Buleli Treaty-Jones, has more.
For this Atteridgeville community in Pretoria, rampant unemployment has caused many people to turn to drugs to escape their daily reality. We spoke to two young men who've been fighting their addiction for years. It's gone so far that they've been forced to sell their most personal belongings, including their green ID books, to make a quick buck. Vuyo, whose name is changed to protect his identity, says he's far from quitting.
I have a problem with some smoking. So now this guy came to me, he said, I'll borrow you some 150s. Let me take your ID. So now when the time I must go and pay back, that guy is no more staying there. So now he take that ID of mine.
Vuyo says he's haunted by regret.
Regret that. So the problem is my ID, man. And it's problem. I can't do nothing with it. And that's seriously
Another victim, Sipo, who asked not to reveal his identity, sold his ID book for 300. Life has never been the same. He was released from prison after being arrested for theft. Now, drugs have taken over his life. Sipo says not having an ID book has just made life even tougher. Criminal forensic expert Rafadi Calvin says the old green ID books are giving Home Affairs a headache as they open the door to criminal elements.
Well, Home Affairs, they can only, with the new system that they are using, the harness system, with the new IDs, it's easier for them to detect via the fingerprint. But the old green book ID books, that's where the gap is now. The vulnerability of these criminals, they take the opportunity in those spaces. Because you must bear in mind what they normally do with those old ID books. They will take a hot iron and then just to peel off the photo of the actual photo of the owner of the ID, and then insert their own photo, and boom, there you go. It's the new identity, or the identity of a person, but with their picture.
Rafadi says not much can be done until flagrant corruption at Home Affairs offices is addressed.
But also we must bear in mind that the corruption at Home Affairs, it's very, very, very rife. Like there are other officials that sell this type of IDs back into the market, and there are others who manipulate the system. Like there's a lot of fraud that is happening, especially in terms of asylum seekers and this particular green ID books that I'm talking about. Especially if we're going towards the elections, because of a lot of illegal immigrants, they take the opportunity of being in possession of this particular IDs to start up their own lives, and whenever they are stopped by the police, even in the roadblocks, they can produce this particular IDs. But bear in mind now, in 2024, we're going for the national election. So I think our leaders should now stand up and look at this opportunity now to fix the issues of the IDs and to deal with this crime of drugs and related identity theft, because it's going to be a big problem. The illegal immigrants will be spoiling some of the votes in terms of they won't be able to, IEC won't be able to keep up the stats.
The department says it's aware of the situation and adds it's on high alert in fighting this fraud. Pule Lichiti Jones in Pretoria.